those symbols that he used to know that will enable him once again work for this party.
We can see everything turning around, everything turning around, everything turning around for our good. We can see everything turning around, everything turning around, everything turning around for our good.
Your Excellency, those who foolishly ride on the back of the tiger to acquire power, they often end up at the stomach of the tiger. Today, APC that decided to see if there was anything they can get in Rivers State, they decided to lure the tiger to their home. The tiger has left them and he has swallowed part of them. But of me, as the state chairman of the party, Your Excellency, on your behalf, I hand over this umbrella to Right Honorable Chibudon Uche, the former deputy. And then, this is his party card. This is one of the first party cards from our chairman in your child, signed to be delivered to Right Honorable Chibudon Uche.
Mekanio, our leaders, I am very pleased to be back today. Many of you know our history very well. You know how we came, you know our families very well. We're not in politics to make money, we're here to offer service. We took many years ago out of perhaps anger. But when we saw the steps were mistaken, we went on political sabbatical. We've been there for the past 4 years. But in this sabbatical, we have kept our friendships and bond with the governor, whom I have come to understand and to trust as a man of his words. When he gives you a word, like it was said by Plato, the measure of a man is how he uses power. Nikki has used power to give us support. Not to put them down or to oppress them. Not to aggrandise himself. He doesn't require a PhD because he does what they call a PhD. He puts people up. He has pulled the state up. But he's a master in the art of politics. And you know, people forget that what makes a man is not the title you're given. It's the man that makes the title. You can acquire 10 PhDs, it doesn't matter. You're still who you are. So, if you don't have empathy for the masses, there's no point running for elections. Mickey has empathy for people, for the masses. I'll tell you a story. My father was a king in this state, a businessman, a politician. Mickey was like also his son. Knew him very well. He tried to uplift his stool to first class until he died. They refused to uplift the stool, to even see the governor of the state he fought for, with the likes of Aliko Bani, Obi Wali. He got to see the governor for audience. He wrote several times. The old man died frustrated. But Mickey came back, and in no time, elevated that stool to first class. New Quarter School is now a first-class school. And several other schools in Ekwe have also been elevated by the governor. The projects in Ekwe are many. While I was still on the other side, he did my road, my village. A road that was stopped. A road that was stopped because of me by the previous government. Even though I was no longer with them, I had left them in anger, but because he's a good person at heart, doesn't matter where you are, he did the road for me as an elder statesman in River State. And we should give people their due respect, give them honor. He's a humble man with all his power. See, I thought that Nigeria, as we are today, is at a crossroads. You know, every Nigerian must volunteer his time, whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a professional, you must spend some time in politics. That is the most important endeavor for man. It determines how you're governed thereafter. So I urge for Wike himself is a professional. He's a seasoned barrister of law, member of the body of benchers, but yet he has found that to the governor of River State. It's tremendous sacrifice to make. So I urge professionals to please participate actively in politics. I am also due respect, also a professional, but I left my business now to come and join politics. In politics, you meet all sorts. Some people persecute you. Some want to bring you down, but there are only few who uplift people, and it's one of them. So, I am back home. I was the founder of the party. I began from 1990 with PDP. The PDP has become resilient. It's reinventing itself. The issues that we notice have been addressed for the benefit of Nigerians. So I'm glad today that I'm received by the governor, but even before now, I've never ceased to participate in state functions because River State belongs to all of us. And he's our governor and our leader, and we accept him so. So I think that my coming today is just a formality. I am formally back to the fold. But I come with more experience. I have learned a bit of politics. I'm coming to work with all of you. I'm not coming to lead you. I have nothing to drag with anybody. I want to assist the party to grow. Wherever I go to, I can make a contribution. So please, see me as a brother, as a mentor. I'm now an elder statesman. There's nothing I'm looking for again. All I want is a better future for our children and for our state. So, Your Excellency, I thank you for your support, your brotherly care. In spite of what you hear left, right, and center, as you always do, you always seek to find out the truth. You stand by your friends, you keep your word. What you've done in River State in the past 6 years, Port Harcourt is now like a very modern city. There's constant work. There are bridges all over Port Harcourt. No matter how much they hate you, they can't deny one fact. You've worked so hard. You've put your heart in this state. In my area, yesterday, we went to Ojoko. Internal roads of 10 kilometers. It is now a city. It's not a city because of, thanks to you. Ahoda has projects. They have the campus of the university is there. They have the road, Ahoda Omaku Road, individualized by Julius Berger, and many, many projects in the state. Every local government in this state has a project to show. Every community does. So, hate the man, like the man, he has worked for our people. And if given any higher assignment, he will even do better. So, I believe that our governor has been the reason why many people who have left or who were despaired about politics are coming back to politics. Because he offers hope, he speaks truth to power. He's a forthright man. And in politics, you must stand by the truth, even if you stand alone. So once again, Your Excellency, I'm glad to be back home to the PDP. I only left briefly, then I went on sabbaticals, but I'm finally back.
Today is another wonderful day in our political history. Like one of those who have made democracy to be strong, those who contributed to what democracy is supposed to be. Our brother who was lured by agents of Satan, and him who never understood the scripture very well fell to the antics of Satan. But now that he had read the scripture, he had read and had understood, and he had told Satan, enough is enough. Right unto them, you are welcome to where God belongs to the property that God owns. This property called PDP is owned by God. And that's why it's the only household organization you can find in this country. No matter whatever that happens, PDP is still very strong, very firm, and very willing to change the fortunes of this country. And like I said, let everybody understand that here we are not in contention with anybody. We don't have complexity to begin to say people should not come back. People should not say because Chibudon has come back now, what I'm going to get, I will not get. While he was not there, have you gotten it? Or did you not get it? He has on to add to our numbers, the more the merrier. In fact, having such a person in your party goes a long way to tell Nigerians who are those in that local government that stand for the other party. When he was in APC, if you hear that Chibudon Wunje belongs to APC, some Nigerians will say, if such a person belongs to APC, then APC is strong. Well, they may not be strong, but that name alone can tell them that the party is strong. But now it's not there. Who would they call their name in Ahuda East and Ahuda West? There's no more name. Everybody that is who, as far as the player is concerned, is in the People's Democratic Party. We bring people who will add, not people who will take away. Chibudon is a material. You cannot come that is a liability. It is not possible. And that's why we have always said, in Europe, when it's a party, when you have two factions, I don't know the one to call. But let's take it, all the other two factions of APC. I heard they have three now in River State, but let's take two. How many people have they been able to bring to their side? If I sack a commissioner, the guy will, somebody that is sacked, what are you owing him for? If the person has quality, will he have been sacked? The next day, they run to the other political party. They say, oh, we have gotten the former commissioner. He's former. He's not the present commissioner. We take those who can contribute, who can improve the welfare of their people, who can speak for the interests of their people. Everybody has an added voice now. When meetings are being held at some strategic levels, there are certain people that must be in that meeting. That's how politics is being played. So some of you may not be happy. It is yourself you are cheating. Because when meetings are held, not all of you can be in such a level of meeting. You attend meeting of local government council, the one you are supposed to attend. The one I attend, you may not be there. But people that cheat will be there, at least to add their own voice. If they are cheating, people say, don't do. Even let me say, speaking for my in-laws, they say because they are in-laws. Now somebody will speak for them. Before me, I will add. That is how politics is played. You know. So you should be happy. Don't make your face to look that I was the only person that if a guy wants to call, he will call me. Now that children has come, it means that they will know it's not me now. That is complex. That is serious complex. I would have said, okay, Chibudom is a known name. Let him not come now begin to, if I say something, they will say no. No, I needed people who can also, from their own experiences, add and contribute politically. That's how politics is supposed to be played. Don't run away. All whatever that is entitled to as a party member, we will have to reach him. Don't say you just in PDP. There's nothing like you joined today. No, there's nothing like anybody joining today. He has joined and went on transfer. Whether you call it sabbatical or not, he went somewhere. And now he has finished his job. He's back. So actually, he's not joining the party today. He was one of the founding members of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State. And that was in 1999, he became the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. So we're happy for such a big fish to have come back. And we use this opportunity to, that what the opposition factions should be talking about is, are we performing? I was thinking that the factions would have been on radio saying that this government of PDP has deceived us. They promised this, they did not do. They promised this, they did not do. They promised that, they did not do. Nobody said anything again. They were in government here for 8 years, promised Trans-Calabar, played politics with it, and some people were saying, following them. When I was campaigning, I said to the Calabar people, look, this Trans-Calabar has become a major political issue. Every day, one party comes up, they will say, look, if you vote for us, we'll do this. If you vote for us, we'll do that. But for us, we will end this political campaign of this using Trans-Calabar Road to go to people, to vote them. So I thought we'll end it. And what did we do? We came out and told them, look, this first phase, we must complete it in our tenure. And what did we do? We made sure the funding is there. That's why when somebody talk about budget, illiteracy, I'm sorry. Those of you whom I respect here that have your PhD, they have killed this issue. Some of these people, I don't know where they get it, it's making people to look at their own PhD as it's not the same. I'm telling you. What is governance? What is budgeting? We have a project we will do. When will that project be completed? Is that funding in that project? Time limit. We said 12 months, 14 months. That project must be completed. How do you pay the money? We will pay the money every month, take 1 billion naira from our internally generated revenue. That is what they call implementation of budget. Not budget that I will do. In 6 years, one project. Then you put in that every year, 200 million naira. A project that will take 14 billion. It means that in the next 15 years, the project will not be completed. So that's why I told the man who said he has a PhD. Because there's governance, that's why we're able to do the Trans-Calabar Road, which when he was Commissioner of Works, a project they said there were about 20 billion. They gave to the contractor 1.5 billion as mobilization. Can that project be completed? And obviously the money was whacked. Ask him where did they lay the foundation of the Calabar Road. Today, to the glory of God, by June next year, we will commission first phase of First Calabar Road.
As we dey pay them, he go dey sweet us. As he dey sweet us, he go dey pay them.
And that's what the PhD holder does not know about governance. When he was Commissioner of Works, he awarded the job of the shore protection of Queenstown, his own area, and they diverted the body. For him, diversion of money is good governance. That's good governance. He was Commissioner of Works. He sat there. He could not drive to his community. Today, he's not driving to his community. Who can you say that provides that runs government the way it's supposed to be? Ask him, where's the money for the Unity Road? A man will wake up in the morning, he doesn't know what to do, he has no job. You talk about no good governance. Ask him, he's living here in OGRA. Look at all the roads, even where his boss lives, adorned with street lights and everything. He cannot come back home by 2 a.m., street lights everywhere. But when he was there, darkness. So how can you compare? How? On what basis? He said no governance. Yes, we agree, no governance, because the courts are not working. But when you were there, he shut down the courts. That was good governance. How? And that is why what you don't have it. If you like abuse me from now till tomorrow morning, they will not give you ticket. They won't give you ticket. So many people think that it's only when they say Wike is not doing well, then their party in Abuja say, it's the only one challenging Wike. They know you are not in existence here. He didn't there. He didn't there. So no matter how you struggle to take a column to write to insult me, your leadership of the party at the national level knows APC is not in existence in Rivers State. And no soldier is willing again to come and join them to do all those rubbish. Because there's no aspect we have not touched in this state. Mention them. If we had the money they had when they were here, Rivers State would have been a different thing altogether. Would have been a different thing altogether. Go to Sakuwana to Kono. That's where you will pass to Popo. Dualize. Go and see. Go from Ahoda to Ombok. First of Ahoda Ombok. Go from Ombok to Ebema. It's a thing that whether you like children have said, whether you like us or you don't like us, the thing is real. The fact speaks for themselves. You cannot, there's nothing you can change. And that's what we are calling for everybody. Those who aspire for political positions must have the passion, the commitment to serve their people. There are those who want to serve just to answer that name: governor, senator, honorable member. But you must ask yourself, what is the pride? What is the passion? What is that thing that drove you to say, I want to be a senator? Is it to go there and sleep? Or is it to go there to be a yes member? Anything federal government brings, yes, yes, yes. So there must be something that will drive you to say, that's why I have told people, to be sworn in as a governor does not mean that you're a governor. You can be sworn in as a governor, but you may not be a governor. So there are those who want to have that title as governor. But if at the end of the time you finish, you should ask yourself, having taken that oath of office and stayed there for 8 years, what can I really do? What can I really say that I did as a governor? We can wake up early morning and count from one local government to the last local government what we did, without anybody reminding us, without Commission of Works or special project coming to tell me we did this and how much we spent. So you can be proud. Each time anybody stops you on the road, what did you say you did for the Ogoni people? What did you say you did for the Ebeye people? What did you say you did for the Calabar people? Or for the Kore people, as the case may be. So you will be able to say, yes, I did this. This is what I did. This one. Nobody can challenge anything. If from 2015, when they were dragging us up and down, nullifying elections of assembly, national assembly, rerun, yet we are still committed to finish every project that was abandoned by the former government. Every project that they awarded us, the only project we didn't touch, and which was what we agreed with the people of the state, is to not to touch that museum called the Mono. Every other project, from Rebisi Junction down to Elelewo, was awarded by them. The contractor RCC abandoned the place. I came, we were paying RCC every month 1 billion naira for us to have finished that project. But they were still pursuing us everywhere. But to the glory of God, we won. Assuming we didn't have those kind of crises of rerun, you would have imagined what would have happened in this state. The setback they gave to us. But we thank God where we are today. We thank God. And that was called government is a continuum. All those projects that were awarded, and we know that had positive impact. We took them, we completed them. This Forces Avenue was awarded by Sir Celeste Noneha. But when the government came that time, they refused to do that job. Today, that Forces Avenue is dualized. I mean, that is how government is supposed to be. That's how government is supposed to be. It's not because Amateur awarded it, therefore I will not. No. If it has a direct impact and the people will benefit from it, why not? The money is the people's money, it's not one man's money. The 54 billion naira they spent on this monorail, I would have used it to turn the whole place over, another 10 flyovers I would have done. You wouldn't have been talking about traffic congestion. 54 billion naira spent. And somebody will open his mouth, no governance. There was governance when they spent 54 billion naira on monorail. There was governance. May God help them. So, my brothers, people should hold their PhD very well. Let these people not come and taint your certificate. Because there are people who have now seen that they just want to spoil that honor. To be a PhD holder is not by mouth. When you are talking in the public, they know you have facts. They know what you are talking about. Not to just open your vocal everything and you start talking. Thank you and God bless you.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.